rapping, I got rich on accident. 40s on the track, hoe cheating, nigga, I'm doing the dash in it. Went to prison,
Discs on.
Guys, that is insane. We got a little fucking graphics and shit. Man, this is just like the TT, guys. You guys can tell. Stand style, LEDs, I love light emitting diodes. Guys. What is going on, guys? Stand Style back at it again with another freaking banger. As you guys saw from the title of the video, we got some crazy stuff going down with the Passat. We got a Y2K audio setup. Basically what that would mean is period correct audio stuff from the early 2000s. The head unit I got is from 1999. The subwoofer I got is from somewhere within that time range too, and along with the trunk deck speakers. I got matching trunk deck speakers for the subwoofer. But I mean, honestly, without further ado, I'm just gonna get off to showing you guys this. I got your attention now, but let's go take a look at this freaking stuff. All right, guys, so if you check this out here, you might see this. This is actually a amp and subwoofer in one. Basically, it's an Adzest SRV 505, which is just a air, I mean, you guys can see right here, I don't really even know, air compressible powered subwoofer. I mean, straight from freaking Japan. I wanted to give a special shout out actually to my boy 13 Guts on IG. Bro moved to Japan and he hooked me up with this from Japan, and he also hooked me up with the Japan exclusive Sony. This is the WX-C66MD. As you can see from the freaking sticker here, this is a pure JDM head unit. This wasn't even available in the States. I'm pretty sure there probably was a very similar version of this head unit for the United States, but this is actually the full-on Japanese one. You guys are not even ready for the freaking display that this thing has once I get this powered up this coming weekend. If you take a look down here, we've got door speakers. I actually went with MTX, the Terminator series. These are 6.5s. These are not coaxial. These are just mids, and then there's also like the tweeter that comes with it too. So I will have stock tweeter mounted locations. To match that, I actually have two trunk deck speakers. I got the Adzest SRJ 305, I believe. If not, when they come in, I'll make sure I get that right. But right here, you see, this is the trunk deck. This is what you guys saw in the last Passat video. I hadn't put in yet. Didn't put that in specifically because I gotta mount this to the trunk, and I also gotta match the two matching pillbox deck speakers. So the rear deck of this Passat, as you guys can actually see from right down here, it's gonna be absolutely insane. We're gonna be bumping. We're gonna have a freaking sub, two pill speakers, like I said, and then obviously we got that. And behind all of that, powering this setup is gonna be this. And as you guys know, this is vintage, man. This is from 1999, so we're only pushing out like 22 RMS on each channel or whatever, or however that works. It'd only be like, basically I'm not pushing a lot of power to maximize these. These are modern, these are brand new, so I need to amplify this. So what I actually went with, I hit up my uncle. Uncle told me to pop out with this one, so I got a Soundstream SD4 1000D or whatever, you know. Just, there you go, there's what I got. But basically, this is a very small amplifier that I will be able to tuck behind somewhere. It won't be visible, but it'll actually be able to make these door speakers get a full 45 watt range, basically meaning that it's gonna get enough power to be able to actually sound really good. You guys saw where I picked up right here. This is the double din trim for the Passat. Basically, today, what we're gonna get into is I'm gonna probably try to install the door speakers and then put the door cards back on. I showed you guys the door cards in the last Passat video. They have not yet been installed, but now that I'm gonna have these door speakers in, it'll make sense to install them, so I can just let it go at that and just keep it installed. All right, guys, a little bit of a time skip. What happened was I didn't actually feel like filming the double din install and the speakers. I did end up getting them pretty much uninstalled here. All speakers in the doors are uninstalled. I wanted to get this done before I headed up here because I wanted today to be mainly focusing on wiring. Basically, what we're doing is we're gonna be wiring the head unit, wiring the subwoofer, wiring both rear deck speakers, and it's not gonna look pretty, but it's all gonna be wired and it should function. So I have my double din unit here. The conversion here that I had to buy, I had to drill out so much out of my dash, guys. You do not understand how much I had to cut to get that to fit, but I'm pretty sure it'll work. So I have here the head unit. I have the actual double din black trim you can see around it, and that basically slides right in there after I secure this. But before I secure that, I want to make sure we get all the wiring done first so we have room in there. And then also I got those rear deck speakers, so The subwoofer, like I showed you guys, will sit back here, and then also the rear decks. I'm gonna show you guys those right now while I have your attention at the beginning of the video. These are the speakers that I didn't have yet the last day I picked up this camera, but now I have them. They came in from Pakistan. Actually, before we even get into it, I wanna give a special thank you to Genuine Japanese Auto out of Pakistan, actually. That's where I found these speakers. My guy Solzman hooked me up, guys. He got these to me. And here they are. Basically, these are Adzest SRJ 303s. Yeah, I had to remember that, but here they are. These are 90s super JDM pill speakers. There's a speaker and then two little tweeters there. Basically, where these will go, guys, is they'll go right back in here. I might be able to mock them up. I'll show you guys that real quick. It's gonna look absolutely insane. All right, yes. That is what they look like. I was rudely interrupted on the public road here. I'm in a new location, guys. Other than that, the head unit to wire up, door speakers to plug in, rear deck speakers. You saw the 3 wires coming out from under there. Those have to be wired to, don't really know where my uncle's gonna be able to put those, but he knows what he's doing. He used to install radios for Best Buy back in the day. He used to be the lead tech at doing that stuff. So when I got the opportunity for him to help me out here, I was like, hell yeah. So that's basically what we're gonna be doing. And also, I do have a dash camera. We might get to that in this video, sent out from a company, and really excited to give that a shot. All right, guys, so I got the rear kind of set up, the look we're gonna go for here. Here's the deck speakers, both of them now. So those with the sub, all back there. We're actually gonna not use the cable that comes with the Adzest. I'm gonna go get an actual amp hookup kit. So I'm gonna run out of AutoZone real quick. Here's the amp kit. I just ran over there, got the amp kit, and now our plan of attack is we gotta run the wires from the trunk to the head unit, because basically how we're gonna power this all is gonna be right directly to the head unit. So now we're gonna pop all these trim panels up so we can have access to getting these wires that you see hanging down here all the way around up into that head unit behind that spot here. All right, guys, so current update. Glove box is completely out. Ended up actually finding a route to power. There's daylight in there, you can see. So I'm pretty sure that's where we're gonna run power off the battery, which is perfect. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. It's a big time grind. There's gonna be a lot of skips during this video just so we can at least get progress, because we wanna get this done before tonight, because tonight is the UFC fight, and I'm trying to chill tonight. I'm trying to have a head unit and all that installed, and then watch a chill fight tonight. All right, guys, well, I freaking knew it when I went to this AutoZone and the box was kind of messed with. Something was missing. Someone yanked the RCAs out of here, so I gotta go back to the store, get that. We did find the daylight though, so he'll probably cook up on that, and by the time I get back, some stuff will probably be done, and then I'll have an actual amp kit now. Slight delay. All right, guys, I'm back from AutoZone. Yo, if the fan that was watching this video, shout out to you. I actually, guys, met a freaking fan at the AutoZone. That was freaking crazy. He said he watched the Gatlinburg videos and all that. Anyways, shout out to you, bro. But back to it now. So we're back here. While I was gone, my uncle cooked, dude, and he got every single MTX speaker installed and in. So basically how this works is I have this a little adapter ring here. This was a spacer, because aftermarket speakers are usually thicker. You don't want them to hit the window in the backside. So I got these spacers on AliExpress. These were the cheapest ones you could get. They took a little bit to come, but they're from China, but they were the cheapest ones, and the ones on eBay are literally just marked up. So I got those, so every single door speaker's in. Otherwise, making good progress. We are cooking. I grind out some more and get to it. All right, so power wire up here, right here. Have it tucked all the way. It goes under this panel here, up here, through here, behind this cushion. And then you guys come to the trunk, you'll see a bright red wire. So boom, power has been brought back to the trunk to power all of this. All right, guys, so everything is wired currently, like most of it, except the rear trunk deck area. We just have the head unit area. So he cooked on this. It's a freaking loom of everything, but everything colors.
It's not zip tied, no zip ties.
Yeah, no, colors go into colors, and then I have the battery mocked up here. This is the most annoying battery setup ever known to man, because this cowl isn't even big enough to fit this big ass battery, but power is on, so the car is getting power if this works. We have the Bluetooth thing plugged in. I connected to whatever Bluetooth thing it was. I had to use a Sony Unilink for one of these retro head units, and then we have the frequency adapter for all that. Everything's all right here. It's a mess, and you guys.
There's our test. This is just to see if it works.
I'm connected to it on my phone, so whatever I play here should. Oh.
We got lights. Should be under CD for changer.
All right.
Got sound, buddy.
Yeah. Look at that, guys. That is insane. Look at that little graphic.
It's display.
my god. Every single door speaker here. This is before the subs are even in it and it bumps. That's FM or something. And then with these two guys, so. 90s Memphis rap in the 99 Passat. Guys, check this out.
Mini disc, son.
Same button. Oh my god. I can stare at this thing all freaking day.
Yeah, you got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, a lot to learn here. I gotta translate it all from Japanese. Alright guys, we are back. Rain delay. Car's wet. But basically what we got going on in here, obviously head unit works, you guys saw that. Currently what I was just working on before the rain stopped me was I have the speaker wire and the amp wire being ran under this panel. It's all the way back into the, we've got all the wire into the back to now wire and give the deck power. We're gonna grind this out because we want to be done by 8 o'clock because we got that fight tonight. So we don't want to be doing this. And don't want to lose daylight, so we're gonna grind out. Alright, there's the bracket holes. Hole here, hole there, and then that'll mount this. Alright, so here's mounting this hole here. Having the tools for this shit is so convenient. Boom. I'm basing it off that little gap right there on each side because the OEM hole's there, but either way, it still is gonna look fucking awesome. All right, so this one's in. Currently working on this one. Just got the self-tapper in that one. So now what I have to do is get in the inside, bore that hole out, and then we have adjusting pivot on the speaker so we can have it at an angle. Look at that. It moves back and forth so we can have it wherever we want within that hole. Now we're just gonna install this one. I'll actually record me installing this one real quick. All right, so now, like I said, guys, drill this hole. Got a camera person now, so you guys can see me in third person point of view, first part of the video.
Cat's out there, you gotta get cat footage.
Really? All right, yeah, put it on that hole in there. As you guys can see, the hole's been drilled through. All right, so now I have the bracket. Basically the way this works, guys, bracket sandwiches that bottom up against the deck lid. I have such OCD with like making sure shit's even, yeah. So I'm glad we got it like good. Guys, this looks unfreaking real. Check it out. I like the angle. I think I want to keep the angle. This one's on a little bit more of an angle, but we're gonna get the angle adjusted here.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Keep getting delayed because rain likes to just randomly come down and start pissing, but they're mounted now, guys. All we gotta do now, wire, and that's a lot of just off-camera grinding out. So, dang, dude, this thing looks tough. Especially with that in there, dude. All right, guys, that last clip started pouring rain. We were about to get in there, get a test. Everything works. We're getting some kind of weird feedback noise coming from somewhere and the head unit's flickering. It's installed. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. As the final view, you guys can see through the fogged up window. Bring it down here, yeah. So boom, it was hot, humid. It pours and then stops. As you can see, it stopped pouring. Look at the damn sky up there. Shit, it's coming down. Call for a day. We'll get back to it tomorrow and hopefully everything is dialed. I will see you guys freaking tomorrow.
Spin the block, soon we get the low. Switching different bitches, I got any man in mind and mode. Went from serving tankies on the block to rapping in the yo. Know these niggas wanna see me down.
Guys, it has been a crazy couple weeks. I'm currently at a buddy of mine's house to basically, we gotta get rid of it. So after that clip was filmed, this has been about 2 weeks in advance. I might have put a little bit of text up explaining everything. Here's where we're at now. Everything's installed. This is currently, we're having issues. I'm having issues. It works, it bumps sound. The only thing is something is wrong with either the RCAs or internally inside of the unit. I will put a clip right freaking here. So now the lights on the buttons are completely dark. It sounds purely like a tornado. So anyone who just saw that clip, if anyone knows what that could be, let me know. So that keeps happening. It plays music, it plays well, but the only way for me to stop it is to wiggle these RCA ports back here, and then it'll stop. It'll stop dimming these lights in here. I don't know. It can't be the wiring because all the grounds are fine. and it works normally whenever it wants to. The only way I can stop it is wiggling that RCA. But anyway, I was sitting at home and it gives me a freaking reason. I've been in contact, as you guys know, with ATOTO. ATOTO actually was the head unit company that I was with for the TT. They sent me out the S8 and I put that head unit in my car. They actually sent me out their X10. So we have the X10. Here, basically, it is a 10-inch display, CarPlay, OLED screen, but I'm gonna use that as an opportunity to swap that out, get everything bolted up, so then I can actually go over everything with you guys and have a final setup. Sad that this unit will not work, but if anyone knows anyone that knows how to repair these or fix these, go inside of these and fix grounds or whatever we think the issue is, I have no idea. I haven't sent it to anyone, I haven't got any professional opinions, but that's just where we're at with it. A little update overall on things. Rear door cards are in. I got to putting the tweeters in too. You guys probably, I gotta point these out so you guys can see, but the tweeters are in, they're all wired up. This is all stuff I did off camera. But yeah, the door cards are pretty much ready to go in the front at least. These are in, finish up the fabric. I'm going to finish the deck setup here actually. So as you guys see, I didn't even go over this at night because none of the LEDs are working. I don't know, we're probably gonna test them tonight or try to. These LEDs are out, these LEDs are out, and the sub LEDs never worked. So what I got actually is I got a bunch of LEDs. So I'm just gonna chuck a bunch of LEDs back here so you can see that setup at night. And then here is actually going to be the deck lid. It's a complete shag. You guys might recognize this is the same shag that is in the TT. And yeah, this is gonna be on the deck lid. We're gonna put that in there and all the speakers are gonna be sitting on that. This video is already pretty long. You guys are already, thank you guys for continuing to be in this video to see the end product. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. Hopefully all this stuff is pretty much done the next time I pick up this camera, or at least very close. So we're gonna get to grinding and then I'll pick it up with an update for you guys. All right guys, we are back. It has been a couple weeks since the last time I picked up this camera. The last time I picked it up was when I was at my buddy's house and we were installing the new X10 head unit. The X10 is in. But before we get into the X10, I want to give a special shout out to VIOFO. VIOFO, like I said, you guys saw in the previous clips when I was at my uncle's, they actually hooked me up with that dash camera, my first ever dash camera. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's the A119M Pro. That's the model. I'll put it right here. And also, obviously, check the link in the description. I actually do have a discount code. I'm gonna put that right here. So make sure you guys freaking use that code to purchase one of these on your own. About to get into a little flashback in the video. I wanna make sure I put in the part where I installed the dash camera because my little cousin actually filmed me installing it. So I thought that was really cool to put in this video. So I'm gonna put that right here. All right, guys. I actually would like to mention, I actually got a sponsorship for a dash camera. So what they actually gave me, VIOFO sent me out the A119M Pro. Comes with a hardwire kit, comes with motion detection while the car is off. We already pretty much have it ready to be hardwired in. It comes with fuse taps. And with the fuse taps, we have it tapped into a constant and an accessory. We have a ground here, we have all the wires here. These all get powered and ground and accessories like that. I'm probably going to run it up this A-pillar and then over here and then tuck it up into this headliner and have the dash camera sit right there. All to the hardwire kit. You could also, they have cigarette lighters, so it's only on when the car is on and stuff like that, but I really wanted to use the parking function. Next thing we're gonna get into is installing that.
All right, you sure? You wanna help? Here, you tell me about, you watch the shot.
All right guys, basically like I did say, ground is already grounded out. We have this black wire right here. This is ground, and then you have your accessory, which is yellow, and then power is the red. This is the accessory one, so this is where we're gonna put the yellow, and then the main power is gonna be this 10 right here. Basically what we used was a multimeter to find out what fuse is constantly giving power to the car, and it ends up being this 10. So now what I gotta do, red to go is constant, yes. So I'm gonna put this in here and crimp this in. Just close this on here. Then accessory, squished, and it's tight. You can tuck this pretty much anywhere. And then boom, now it's getting power. It's gonna get hardwired power. So once I tuck this all away, guys, we'll get into where I'm gonna put the dash cam and stuff like that. Plugs in here, power. See that? Plug that in. Or behind the mirror, just so I can, actually I might put it on this actual crack. Look at this, check this out. We have a freaking crack right there. Look at that, it's perfect. This is gonna stick right to that crack, and it's like that crack's not even there, guys. I don't even need a new windshield anymore. All right, guys, camera's right there, but now I'm just gonna tuck this wire all the way down here. And then I guess now all I gotta do is throw the rest of this back there, plug it in, and we should have power to the dash camera, guys. So good to go. We're gonna get this buckled up and this wire's gonna be tucked in there. You guys basically saw how I hardwired it, so now we're just gonna go over the features and stuff like that. But yeah, honestly, the dash camera has worked out great. I'm gonna put the clips in right now.
I'm on a whole nother time frame.
Look at that lowered CRV. Oh yeah, clip it! It's getting clipped right now. Holy shit.
In my own lane, found the route and had to make a way. Posted in the trap, I'm chopping stones up on the paper plate. Used to pray to God to get my.
All right, so you guys saw those clips. Come in here. You see it's hardwired, so the lights are already on.
Recording started.
Yes, recording started. So right now it is clipping it. It detects motion. Basically it has a little record button. So if anything were to happen, you'd want to click that button. And then like right there, it actually took a picture. So right now it is recording. So any button you press is going to do that. So you have to hold this button down, I believe. And then there, it brings up the menu. To get to the menu, you have resolution, bitrate, loop recording. Basically all the settings you would expect in a dash camera. The way I actually customized it is I have the speed pulled up and I changed that, made sure the time was correct, the date was correct. Yeah, so the dash camera has been great. I really do like that. So I definitely did want to give a special shout out to VIOFO. Thank you guys for hooking me up with that. And then like I said, guys, make sure you guys use that code. I freaking love it. But yeah, anyways, now what we're gonna get into is we're gonna get into the other partner of the video, ATOTO. As you guys know, ATOTO, TT, I put their head unit in the TT. You see the box over there, zoom in on it. This is the new head unit I have in the car. Display is already on, CarPlay is already connected. I've been using this thing for the past couple of weeks. All right, so now that we're inside here, we're gonna go over the freaking ATOTO. So this is the X10, guys. This is a OLED screen, ATOTO's newest and greatest head unit. There are so many features on this, guys, and I haven't even got to experience them all. We're on CarPlay right now. I already have CarPlay set up, so I've been using that because I have an iPhone. And now we are in the normal head unit display. It's an Android head unit, so it uses Android interface, all that. Down here, you have your regular bars. This is your main usage bar. I haven't really messed with this yet because everything that's here is kind of what I like to use already. So I have CarPlay right here. If I click on this, it'll take me into CarPlay. Click on the CarPlay thing right here, it takes me in here. Go back, press this, exit, and then here. You also have full equalizer adjustment. Currently, I have it set to a custom user setting. This is because just the way the songs that I play, you can go through a bunch of presets and it makes your music sound completely different. It's really freaking sick. Down here, you have phone. I mean, obviously it's gonna connect to your phone. Stinky Jr. already know where they're paired up and ready to go. It also has Bluetooth functions for just music. Yeah, so actually no, this is the music one. Yeah, so if I wanted to play music outside of CarPlay, you can. So if you don't have an iPhone, all like that. I think it also does have Android Auto though, for any of you Android people. This thing actually gets super advanced and I'm not even, it's like an iPhone here. Like I just swipe that down, you have your volume, your brightness. Oh yeah, let's get this thing bright. There we go, I didn't even know I could do that. We can go into there and it brings up all these things. We have music, Netflix. These are all pre-installed. I haven't gone to the Play Store and downloaded everything. This is basically everything that you can do with this. You have Sirius XM. You can hook it up to your TPMS sensors, which is cool. You have camera that you can hook it up to. You got palette. I don't even know what palette is. Oh, you can change the color of everything. Okay, so if you want your background white like that, I have it black. Yeah, equalizer settings, and then here, it actually, you can configure your air conditioning to this. So I don't know how to do it. I didn't really get too much into it, looking into that, because this car's from 1999. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's probably a lot of work to be able to do that. You can connect your air conditioning to this. It's the freaking floating design, so it looks crazy. YouTube, probably the best one I've actually had. I've never noticed any lagging in it. It doesn't lag at all. I haven't had any issues with anything. It pushes out a lot of power, so I'm not gonna lie. This, with the amp that we installed in the last previous clips for the retro head unit, the volume is crazy. I'm only at like 1 volume most of the time. I only bring it up to like 5, or else it starts like really distorting the music. This is like ATOTO's first AI-driven head unit. So if I were to want to hook it up to my dash camera, I could probably somehow connect this and I could get it so every time a clip from this triggers and it triggers an event, it'll save to the head unit. There's a whole entire cloud storage. There's a whole entire, like I said, it's a Wi-Fi head unit, so you can connect it to Wi-Fi, and it has every single basic feature that a phone has. So like when you think about like if you look here, there actually is like the 360 cam. I don't have this hooked up, but yeah, no available USB drive, DVR function disabled. This would be if you were to have a rear camera, front camera, all that, and it will detect motion and all that stuff. Overall, I want to say I freaking love the head unit. It's getting the job done. I'm sad I didn't get to install the retro one for you guys, but ATOTO definitely came in clutch and hooked me up with this freaking unit. I also have a discount code for ATOTO if you guys were interested in that. I'm gonna put that in the description, and I will also put the discount code right here. So yeah, make sure you guys use that code if you want to purchase this. I do recommend, if I were to recommend any Android CarPlay head unit, I'm going to go with a ATOTO. I have it in both my cars, and both of them have not given me any issues. Really easy to wire up, good directions, plug and play basically, just colors to colors. But yeah, that was it for the sponsors. Let's get into what you guys really were here for. The freaking sound system setup. All right guys, so like I did say, you already know the title of this video is Y2K audio setup. Before we even get into the really crazy thing, you see the strobes going back there. Door cards are in, everything's pretty much good to go. Trim's in, door cards, headliner. We're doing more to the headliner, but we haven't done that yet, but really want to show you guys this rear trunk deck. So like I said, we put fur in the trunk deck. Guys, just the same fur that was in the TT is now in the Passat. Come check it out, come check it out. So here's the deck setup, guys. This was in the works for the past couple days. We had to drill the holes, run the wires, all that. Everything had to be, every single wire that we hooked up when the deck wasn't in here, I had to disconnect and we had to redo because I had to pull the speakers out. Like I did in the TT where I converted the LEDs in the seats, I converted every single LED in these subs. So this sub, 90s JDM stuff, it actually used an incandescent bulb. That bulb was cracked, so I didn't have illumination in the sub. That really made me mad. And then also, after I dealt with all the problems with the head unit, I also dealt with every single one of these bulbs in the actual speaker died. So what we did is we took everything apart, we resealed the sub so it bumps even louder than it did before, and we did every single LED swap. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick right now. So you guys see this switch right back here. It's right there, that blue switch. Pretty much OEM. Click that switch. Footwell lights are on. We have footwell lights in the Passat, and then also my favorite part, the trunk deck lights. So right now, as you guys see, I have it on blue, purple, fade. I have so many options. It actually is app connected. So I'll show you guys this app here. It's Lotus Lamp X, and I can go through tons of scenes. So if I want 7-watt, look at that. Guys. Man, this is just like the TT, guys. You guys can tell this is a stand style vehicle. You guys already know stand style LEDs. I love light emitting diodes. That's the lights. Freaking awesome. When I'm cruising at nighttime, you see that coming up my trunk deck, bro. Straight 90s with a little twist of the custom modern LEDs. But without further ado, let's get into the music we have here. So let's get bumping real quick. I want to show you guys how this system sounds. It's pretty late at night. Might piss off the neighbors a little bit, but we're gonna play a little bit of tunes right quick. So this is one volume, guys. So on the ATOTO, you have this little like bar right here, and you click that for volume adjustment. Show the speakers. Yellow, pink, and green.
You know you get it too, you with them niggas, I can't stand right. I heard you had 100 billions and still ain't get as many as real. I can flood the market, I can fuck around and raise the city. I dirty from degrees, ain't no chopper.
Yeah, guys, that is the audio setup. I mean, this video is probably really long now. If you guys have made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much for bearing with me here. I know this upload is late to the channel. I was actually supposed to upload this on the last Saturday, but I literally had just gotten the footwell lights installed. That had just been installed literally 3 days ago. So on top of work and everything like that, the video got a little bit delayed. So this is my 1999 Passat with all period correct audio equipment other than the head unit, but we are bringing that back. I'm going to find another one, I promise you. If anyone's still watching, make sure you guys try to find anyone, or if you know anyone who can fix a head unit, hit me up on IG. I want that thing fixed. I really want to run that one. Right now, I want to say hey, thank you to ATOTO, and I want to say thank you guys for freaking watching the video. Before, if you're still here, we still have the TT coming back, guys. The Q7 got a lot going on. I know I missed an upload, but freaking like, comment, and subscribe right now. This summer 2026 is going to be a banger season. We got shows coming up. I'm going back outside. We're going to freaking ASM, Outer Banks, and we're going to Low Show. First show's gonna be Low Show. TT is gonna be there. So if anyone actually made it to this far in the video, make sure you guys are ready. Low Show, TT, -20 is gonna be there. I'll see you guys in the next freaking banger.